chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll look to throw again. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be caught by Judy. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And some space, hit down the numbers. There he goes. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive.
Here we go.
And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On second down, it's Walker. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
60 Eagles.
Back to throw. Huntley. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Open man. He completes it to Judy. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here, as they've got it with second down and less than a yard. On second down, a run with Hall. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Jets now at 2-5 to start play. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Going right back to Wilson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And the Jets are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll look to run with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Here's 2nd and 8. He completes this to Walker. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Operating from the gun. Huntley. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Huntley's throw into the hands of Fant. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Huntley taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And New York set to take the field. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he completes it to Wilson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But The main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. The throw over the middle, taken in. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
22 yards there, a 1st down.
I like the boldness of that play call from the offensive coordinator because he wasn't daunted even by the double coverage he expected to draw to the tight end. The result, a huge gain and a major shot of confidence.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st and 10, Huntley setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Looking to throw. Huntley. Repeated the last play, finding Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 21-14. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And the Jets going to go on offense one last time in this 1st half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the 1st half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Jets have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now this offense and Garrett Wilson headed back out. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
That'll give them 8 that time. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On first down, right back to Hall. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
18 Rattler.
Second and 11. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Huntley. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Noah Fant, 30 yards. And the Seahawks have retaken a third-quarter lead. They're going to keep it on the ground. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. McKenzie now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Back to throw here. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're going to look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sun.
Touchdown! Garrett Wilson from 8 yards out. And the Jets have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Huntley. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
To throw, Huntley. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Jets now to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here.
Ready?
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
And he's got it down to the 28.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Huntley to throw. Left side complete to Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks have taken a 4th quarter lead. The quarterback will keep it himself. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field. And we are ready to rock. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 105 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Completes the pass to Judy on the crossing pattern. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. He'll drop to throw. He finds Wilson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. They're going to try and run for it. And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do, but I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally, because somewhere the chart's something's going to pop out of the chart and say, hey, man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
And they're trying to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the 4th quarter. Now they still trail by 1. On 1st down, Huntley. Throw out wide to Walker. Finding space at the 40. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful. And that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, out of my way, and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. He'll buy some time right. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Huntley eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Huntley. He's got his tight end Fant. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Ready?
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Walker, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks will add to their 4th quarter lead. Important extra point up and through, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So the Jets now down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. Well, their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. Back to throw. Able to find Judy, and he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Hey, check that, street, dragon 60. Ready?
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. That's caught left side by Judy. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Buffalo 18. Orange 17. Go.
They'll look to throw. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Let's go now.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. This will be caught. Judy. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. He'll look to throw. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and run it in. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number.